Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so can you guess what time it is? It is time for me to decide on my next rank 4 champion. Because thanks to Battleground season rewards, where we got quite a lot of trophy tokens, and now we are able to get some more trophy tokens from the start of the Battleground season. And also spending some loyalty. That's where virtually all of my loyalty has gone for now. I pretty much spend my loyalty almost exclusively on rank 4 materials. It is time for us, yet again, to figure out who are we taking up to rank 4. Currently, I am sitting neatly on 20 rank 4s. As we can see here, there is a fair few of them already. We can quickly go over through them by class. We have 3 science ones: Torch, Mr. Fantastic, and Negative. Then we have Nick Fury, Thor, Ragnarok, and Kingpin, so basically 2 skill ones for now. Now, Kitty Pryde, Archangel, and Bishop as my mutants, Bishop being the latest rank 4 that I took up. Silver Surfer, Hercules, Gore, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Also, the PIs are quite high because still some of my boosts are active from my warfights. Then we have Meg, Sentinel, Guardian, Warlock, and Nimrod. Absolutely love my tech lineup. They're awesome. I love all of those champions. And then we have Dr. Doom, Mephisto, and Rintra. And now, I do need to figure out who is going to be my next rank 4. One thing that I noticed and that I would definitely like to improve upon is to have a bit meaner defenders. So at the moment, I think there are about 4 champions. 4 champions that I'm considering the most in order to improve my defense. Number 1 is the Thing, because I do have him at 200. He's rank 3 already for quite a while. And obviously Thing is nowhere near as scary as he used to be when he initially came out. But the coolest reason for Thing to be a good battleground defender is that he's often quite slow. Even with good counters, you still often need to take in consideration, you know, baiting out specials on time, and if the AI gets glitchy, and then if you do trigger the protection. There are obviously counters to Thing, as there are counters to virtually any champion in the game, but Thing more than often is one of those champions that will, at the very bare minimum, get at least a decent fight time. Then another champion that I'm considering at the moment is Korg. Now my Korg is about Sig 120. That's kind of funny because up until very recently I actually didn't even have a 6-star Korg, and then his Sig level just skyrocketed, I believe, because of the previous feature crystal. And Korg is also kind of like one of the best Battlegrounds defenders inside and out. He's very great to be placed with and without Liquid Carnage double edge masteries. He definitely handles them very well on defense. Korg is a champion, much like Thing also, that has pretty much 0 offensive value, especially in Battlegrounds. Yeah, I know you can synergize up Korg, and you can synergize up Thing in regular content, and you can do some fine enough stuff. But obviously, again, with Korg, it's kind of similar, where even the best counters against Korg typically get, at the very least, you know, decent amount of fight time. Now, we do have another problem with Korg, and that is that we have more of these shrugger punishing champions, and quite a lot of champions obviously these days can counter Korg because we get more champions with energy damage on their base, which kind of like offsets Korg's signature ability. But still, he has his crit resistance, he's quite tanky, and he's definitely a solid candidate. And then we have Sasquatch, which again recently has climbed up with his Sig ability. Sasquatch is just a tanky boy. Top 5 health pool, obviously further damage reduction with his rage charges, Mystic Champion with Mystic Dispersion, power economy on his specials when he enters his rage mode, and regeneration towards then, and he definitely can be a problem as well in plenty of scenarios. Now, the one thing that annoys me about Sasquatch, and he's the only champion out of every single one that I have showed up or planned to discuss this time around, is that he gets wrecked by Archangel and Human Torch. And those are like, a threat factors in battlegrounds virtually always. But obviously, he's always quite a bit of a menace, so to speak. And then the final champion that I'm considering is... Where is it? Where is that? Here we go. Man-Thing. The cool thing about Man-Thing is obviously that Man-Thing is Archangel proof. Man-Thing can be somewhat problematic for Human Torch as well. And then obviously the fact that Man-Thing often forces poison immune champions to be used against him, and so on and so forth. So Man-Thing definitely has plenty of benefits, and depending on meta, like in the last meta that we had Crit Me With Your Best Shot, Man-Thing was the absolute worst. Man-Thing was just absolutely horrible. So I have decided that I need to start working on my defense, and I need to rank up one of these champions. And I still, at this point, I am not sure which champion I'm gonna go with first. I kind of would like all of them at rank 4. I also realize that all of them are not overly capable offensively. Man-Thing can be decent with Max Mystic Dispersion in some situations. But which is going to be the champion that goes to rank 4 this time around? And to make things even more difficult, all of the classes that are outlined here are sitting at 3 rank 4s as well. So none of them even have like the reasoning of equaling out my roster rank ups. Because I have 3 Mystics, I have 3 Science, and I have 3 skill champions at rank 4. So this is a really, really kind of tricky question. And I don't know what's the best answer here. I'm trying to go over everything kind of logically in my head. And I think I will, because I do think all 4 of them are ultimately about as valuable as each other. This is not too easy. Another thing that I typically like to consider is the weak 4 node. And the weak 4 as well. Every 12 seconds, the attacker is rooted for 4 seconds. Rooted champions cannot move, but still can attack, block, and dodge. Activate special attack removes the root and prevents it from applying. However, there also is kinetic transference. So, kinetic transference is probably going to be the bigger problem, most likely. And that kind of makes me lean towards the Mystic class, Mystic champions. It is a tricky situation. Aye. But nonetheless, decision has to be made. And I think I'm gonna toss a coin. I don't know. I'm really kind of struggling to figure this one out at the moment. Obviously, I could also just go in completely randomly different direction and rank up, I don't know, King Groot or Tiger or Killmonger or I'm Infinity War or something else. But should I? No, we need a staple defender. We need to mean up our battlegrounds defense. Absolutely. Unless man, I can't decide. I really can't decide this one. Anti-Venom would be a very interesting rank 4 as well. And obviously there's Galen, but we're gonna wait for Galen. Man, this isn't good for... This is not good. Right. Hold ourselves together. And Thekiryu would be cool. Oh, and there's Hulkling. Fine, no, we need to do that defensive rank up. Let's stop looking at the champions that are sexier and more exciting. We need to beef up our defense. It has to be done. And I will go with Thing. Simple. Let's keep it at it. Thing, because reasons. Thing, because he's SIG 200. That's a good reason. Thing also because even most of the relatively good counters to Thing are not necessarily always the fastest. I do think Thing, however, might not be the best for week 4, which is what is making me hesitate. I think Thing is going to be quite awesome for virtually everything else. But when it comes to week 4, because Thing gets countered for this by the same champions that might possibly be good at dealing with encroaching root. And giving extra power to Thing is not necessarily always the worst thing. Yes, that's it. Let's go with Thing. That's it. We're done. Thing it is. Let's start bolstering up our defenses more. Then we need to do the Man-Things and Sasquatches and Korgs and everything else. So here we are, rank 4 Thing. We go press the button, there's no going back. Because Thing can still be useful in some areas of Alliance War, because he's bleed and shock immune, so he can take down some hazard shift fights. He can also deal with the aggression fury fights, if we still have those. I don't even know 100%. He's immune to nullify, so that accounts for something. And then obviously in questing situations, if you do amp him up with the champion and some other stuff, then he can do interesting things. So let's leave it there. Let's do that, and whoever's gonna go up against me in Battlegrounds from this point forward will have to deal with a Thing. Rank 4 Thing, why not? Good. SIG 200 champion goes to rank 4. That's perfectly acceptable. And now that's my 4th science rank up. Which is cool, which is good. 21 rank 4s in total now. Here we go. And look at that, he's even quite high in the lineup there. Looks quite nice. And we're done now. I wonder how many more rank ups we will be able to get after Cyber Weekend. Who knows? But with this, we're also slowly on our way to hopefully getting a full deck of rank 4s in near future. Either way, let me know what you guys think about ranking up Thing, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the